Yay!
All
There he
right.
is.
There he is. There he is. We are here. We are ready. All right. So we are going to start our campaign off. It is happy ever after again. We're five strangers. The only thing they have in common are the fact they play D&D at night with their friends in their towns, and that they have the love for a certain fandom, the Princess Bride. This fandom and D&D games is what eventually will bring them together as a party. And from there, they are teleported to a world that looks very, very similar, but in many, many ways, very, very wrong. And so before we get started, I want you to introduce our players here. I'm going to start with Andy that's on this side of me. So Andy, if you would introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing and what your fun fact is for your player.
Let's see. So my human character is named Robin. She is 20. I can't remember what I said. 22.
Whatever you say is canon.
She's from Nashville. She lives in kind of a suspicious neighborhood. There may or may not be crack houses down the street, but it's like affordable rent, which is unheard of in Nashville. My magical character, her name is Wilry Crystal. She is a necromancer wizard. The fun fact for Wilry is that she grew up on the streets and she accidentally became a wizard because she was trying to create like snake oil spells and accidentally like learned real spells. So
That's great. Going down here to Jess, if you would tell us, similar kind of thing, what you got, who you're playing, and what your fun fact is.
Absolutely. So my human character is named Jenny T. We're just gonna say T.
Well, you have it
and
listed down below
my
you, so they know what it says.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it's
Well, I
she's-
will get to my
yeah.
my human character's name is a little different than
That's fair.
my D&D character. She's just gonna be Jenny T,
Mhm.
and she's from Houston, Texas. She's 24. She lives in just like a rent house. She's got lots of roommates. She's got uh she lives in a cul-de-sac neighborhood. She's kind of just hanging out, being the suburb person that she is. And my D&D character is Jenny Talia. And she is a paladin. She is a protection paladin, by the way. She's also, let me see, her fun fact is that she enjoys gardening and she always has some sort of flower on her at all times.
Ooh,
She thinks it brings her good luck.
that's cool. I'm gonna go down into Pete here. If you do the same thing for us, Pete.
Oh yes, I am Pete, and I am playing Pete. I'm playing myself as
Very
a young
meta.
man.
Very meta.
Way years ago when I was 22 years of age. I grew up in a mobile home on the south side of Chicago. Not saying that there's crack houses in that mobile home, but we may have a similar upbringing, Andy.
Yeah.
There's several highway underpasses in the area, real dirty with graffiti. It's a rough area of the south side of Chicago, and I am playing, or Pete is playing, Murloc Faunus, a halfling druid, Circle of the Land, I think it's called.
Mhm.
Fun fact about Pete: he's a huge Bears fan. Fun fact about Murloc: he turns into a bear.
That's good. But is it turned to Da Bears? Like, is it?
No, but he screams it every time he changes into a bear.
Gotcha. So Da Bears,
Go
Da
Bears!
Owlbears,
Go
Hoots Growl,
Bears!
Hoots Growl. So thank you, Pete. I got Poopy over here down on the side here. Poopy, your turn.
Hello. So I am playing a 70-year-old retired machine worker out of southern Missouri who
It's Mr.
got
Cooper.
into playing Dungeons and Dragons after being convinced to go to church. And one of the kids there said that they play and they make little miniatures, and that's what got Howard Cooper into it. And he's a pretty basic and original guy. So his name is the same, and his age is the same. The only difference is he's a half elf, so now he's young again.
Oh, so you're not going with Howard? You're going with Mr. Cooper, or are you
It's
Howard Cooper? Okay, gotcha. So Mr.
Yeah.
Cooper is your
The old
yeah.
man is Mr. Cooper.
Gotcha,
The
okay.
half elf is Howard.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So he is a half elf rogue, Howard. All right, Bearded, your turn.
All right. Well, my for my human character, I just went with myself. So my human character's name is Adam. He's 39 years old. Lives in Madison, Wisconsin, in a a nice, quiet neighborhood, old neighborhood. It's a few blocks away from the local gaming store, which is how my character got into D&D. He was looking for something to do. For the non-human character, I'm playing Torben, a half-orc barbarian. A fun fact about Torben is he likes to drink whiskey, sometimes too much.
Ooh. Does he go into a rage when he drinks whiskey, or is he a little teddy bear?
You never know what happens.
You never know what's
It's
gonna
different
happen.
every time.
Yes. Torben, fuck shit up. All right.
Sometimes he's the nicest person in the world, and sometimes you don't want to be more than 5 feet, or you don't want to be closer than 5 feet from him.
I love that. I love that. Just Torben drinking whiskey, and just I imagine Torben just having like a giant barrel just always with him that he's just drinking out of. That's normal. That giving it to Murloc, he would just he could hide inside this barrel, but Torben can like hold it up and drink it. Very so because we have a halfling and a gnome. I don't think you mentioned you're a gnome, Andy. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm a gnome.
Mhm, yeah. So we've
Yeah,
I
got
forgot to say. Yeah.
I'm real small.
Yeah.
and Jess, can you explain what the Asimar is, or Asimar? How you pronounce that?
An Asimar is a celestial being, so they are basically kind of sort of like angel-esque.
Gotcha.
So they
Gotcha.
always have wings.
They're descendants of divine.
Yes.
Gotcha. They can have wings and fly up to like, was it 5-10 feet
Mhm.
for yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Walking speed usually, but yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Before we can start our adventure, we have to talk about what's happened over the last few days, just to get to the point where we can start, starting the day as the event, which were started days. The year is 2022. It's in October. The air is very crisp. The leaves on your feet are crinkling. The America has called martial law for pumpkin spice across the land. Your life is normal. You have an ordinary life. You go to work, you play D&D, you go to your gaming shops. Everything is normal and routine. You play D&D and everything feels just routine. One of these routines though that you've been doing is every night you find yourself working on your D&D miniature. If sometimes it is touching up paint, sometimes it is just admiring it. It's putting gloss. It's putting a blood on the axe, on the hilt of something. But you find yourself just working on this every night for the last few nights, and other evenings you get lost in the work. You just sit there and you get lost in the work. Sometimes you just touch something up and you just kind of go on for your day. The miniature is more than paint and plastic. It's a memory shaped in color and detail, a vessel for years of adventure. And now, almost without realizing it, you look at it and you say, "This is complete." And you put the miniature down and you lean back and you say, "This has been complete." Now I'm gonna go opposite order this time. So Adam, because now we're role playing. Adam, yes, you lean back and you look at this and it's quite pride. Tell us what your miniature looks like. What does Torben look like?
What does Torben look like?
Yeah, your miniature. His color, his
He is,
size, his weapons.
Well, he looks like me actually. I made my miniature to look like me. So he's bald. He has a beard, a lighter tone of green skin, blue eyes. That's the only thing that's not like me is the eyes are blue. For a weapon, he carries he's got a great axe and a dagger that he likes to carry with him.
Dagger. What color is Torben?
A light shade of green.
Okay. And is he 7 feet, 8 feet tall? Is he a tall half orc?
So he's the same height as me in my human form. So he's
Okay.
about 6'2".
Dang, I didn't realize you're that tall, bearded. Yeah. All right. So
Well, it's 'cause you always
Torben
see me sitting down.
exactly. I mean, right. Exactly. And so Adam, you leaned back and you looked at it, and that is yours complete. Howard, Mr. Cooper, can you explain your miniature that you've just finished?
Well, after many days of working on it, see, what I found out is you can't use the same paint that you used on, like, car models back in the day because you just can't breathe that in. So, after I almost fainted the first time I painted it, I came back the second time. And he's got leather armor on him. See, I had to buy a human miniature because all the else ones were really, really small. I wanted my guy to be a little bit bigger. So I had to kind of put ears on him. And I put a bow on him and arrows. I thought that would be kind of cool.
Does he have what else does he carry besides his bow? Does he have a dagger, a sword?
He's got 2 daggers on him.
2 daggers.
I figured he'd be good just as good with one hand as the other.
And his bow, is he proficient in bows and throwing daggers, or?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, he could throw a dagger, but he prefers to throw darts. He's got
Gotcha.
a bit of a gambling problem.
All right.
Seems
Thank you, Mr.
right.
Cooper. All right. Pete, same to you. What does your miniature look like? What have you been working on for the past 6 to 8 months?
Yeah, these halfling models are real hard to handle because they're too small. But I've been working on it with this brush, and the brush it keeps on I had to buy all kinds of brushes because the brushes they're too big, But I finally got it down. He's about 4 foot tall. He's got a big beard, and the sides of his head are shaved, and he's got a kind of a mohawk-ish, a little wide mohawk that's combed over. Wearing leather armor, and he's got this cape of leaves. Strapped on his back, he's got a sickle, and then he's carrying a quarterstaff that's got this blue crystal on top.
Gotcha. And how tall is Murloc?
He's about 4 foot tall.
4 feet tall. Gotcha. And did you say a beard or no beard?
He's got a beard,
Okay.
no mustache though.
No mustache, just the beard.
Big nose.
Gotcha. Big nose.
Big,
Yeah.
Big nose that kind of looks like a Santa type nose.
It's something straight out of Fraggle Rock. Gotcha. So, all right, Jenny T, what does your miniature look like? You've been working
Yeah.
on for the past 5 to 6 months.
Well, it's been really interesting making my mini. It's so cute and really pretty. I love it so much. It's about 5 foot. The miniature is about 5'7". That's right, and it also has beautiful white and gold wings, kind of like I guess I would say a falcon, because those are the really prettier wings, in my opinion. She also has really long and beautiful dark brown hair. It just curls around her waist, and she's got really blue eyes. Uh, she, uh, she's kind of on the bulkier side because she's got all the muscles. Because you gotta when you're carrying around a great axe. Um, she also has some javelins, and she's got some what was it? Yeah, she's got some arrows and a short bow, for distance. But most of the time, that's in her bag, so that's all good.
Oh,
And
that-
her dress that she's always wearing, because when you're a girl, you gotta just accessorize a little bit. Is just this really pretty blue.
does it match the color of your eyes?
It does. How did you know?
A little cornflower blue. I imagine it being cornflower blue, just a very light blue. That's amazing.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Jenny T. Now, Robin, explain your mini you're working on for the past 6 to 8 months.
So, like Pete, I had to go buy some special paintbrushes that just have like 1 or 2 hairs on them because she's so small. She's only 3'4". She's got very pale skin, blue eyes. She's got white hair that sticks up all over her head, like kind of think Einstein. She's got a very mischievous face. She's a gnome, so she's got like the big bulbous nose and like gigantic ears. Um, she carries around a quarterstaff, alchemist supplies for making her various potions. She's also got a forgery kit and thieves' tools because she's, you never know when you have to break into somewhere.
Very cool, very cool. He said he had white hair like Einstein. That's a great reference. Love that. Something to remember, guys, is that these we are, like I said, we are in the year 2022, so this is a modern day tale, and so a little fun little backstory on that. We're so as y'all are admiring the finishing touches of your mini, can y'all please roll a perception? Roll a D20 perception for me. You can roll digitally or with. I don't have D&D Beyond up, so hold on. It doesn't matter. Let me pull up D&D Beyond.
How do I? Oh, there it goes.
I haven't
Are
started
we
the
adding
campaign yet.
our
Yeah.
stats?
What's
Mhm.
that? No, no, it's
13.
just a straight D20. Yeah, this
Okay.
is all just straight. Yeah, so let's see here. Where will I see y'all's rolls? Let's see here. Game log.
Oh,
Cool.
I rolled a 4 then.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
I don't have my glasses on apparently.
Mr.
Yeah, is that yeah?
Mr. Cooper's a little blind.
All right, so we got a
So-
four,
Damn
Mr.
four
Cooper,
from.
he's sitting back.
Where's the die on D&D?
It's on
If-
the left-hand side.
Yeah, if you click on your
You don't
character
know
sheet.
where it's
Also,
at?
It's literally the
can-
D20 on the left-hand side, on
Yeah.
the bottom of the
yeah,
screen.
you can also
there it
click
is.
on the plus whatever on perception, and it will roll. It'll roll
Mhm.
for you.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 19. I don't know if you can see it. but
Okay, I
rolled
can.
a 19.
No, there it goes. Well, no, it's a question mark. There we go. Oh shit!
No!
He's got
Bearded just got
He's
a
got them
nat
fancy
one.
dice.
Beard has lost his mini. It just went
Oh.
away. It's just gone. Like he was like, "Where'd it go?"
Oh.
Doesn't know where it is.
like
Everybody else, those that rolled over a 10, which is Robin and Pete and Jenny T. Y'all notice that not only is your mini done and completed, but there's a gloss to it, a shimmer that you did not put on there before. It's just there. You don't know what it is. You kind of think of it as just, maybe it's just you looking at it and just being so in awe by it, but there's this shimmer to this mini that you can't figure it out, but you just know it's there, and it's very, very pretty to you.
Damn it! Now I got to strip it and redo it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
I
I
wanted
love
it to be
this.
matte.
We should have rolled a
I
nat one
love
then.
this. This is perfect.
Poop. I mean, that's not Poop. Mr. Cooper, you notice that your mini has a slight chip, right where the first dagger is. That you go to touch up again because yours is not quite complete yet until you finish that. And then Adam, like I said, you literally dropped your mini on the floor and it's got a little fuzz from the carpet on the top of it because it was still
Looking under papers.
because it was still a little wet, wasn't ready yet. Or you grabbed what thought was a gloss, but it was super glue and it got stuck to your finger, whichever one you want
Oh!
whichever you want it to be, whichever. But in Nat 1, our first Nat 1 of the campaign, guys, I love that. All right, the other thing.
You pick what happened.
Exactly. That's fair. Okay. Yeah. So you went to go put the gloss on it that we're talking about, but it ended up being super glue. And as you're admiring it, you realize you went to go put it down, but you couldn't. You kept on putting it down and it kept on getting stuck to you. And so it's now a part of you more than you ever thought it would be in your entire life. So the and then yeah. So someone says Torment straight up yeets it across the room. All right, and something else that's been happening over the past few days is that y'all have noticed these online tweets on Facebook. It's 2022, so MySpace was gone, but barely. But all of these advertisements for the screening of The Princess Bride for the 35th anniversary Princess Bride screening all across the United States. Some in Texas, some in Chicago, some in Nashville, some in Minnesota, and some in. Are you in St. Louis, Mr. Cooper? I can't remember.
No, I'm in southern Missouri.
Southern Missouri. So all across, you've seen it, but you haven't really put much into it. You just thought this is just a fun little nostalgic take, and you just don't put much weight on it until you see a particular flyer. These are all one-night events, special showings. Most of them you ignore. Cute bit of nostalgia marketing. You think nothing of it until you find one specific flyer. This flyer means something more to you as you look at it. And so we're going to roll to see who finds it first. All right. Robin, it is just a normal weekend in October for you. You went to your local thrift store to go find some furniture. What type of end table would Robin want to find appealing to bring home to their house? What's the aesthetic of Robin?
She's gonna be looking for a mid-century modern end table. She like flips over every single end table that she can find, looking for like who the maker and stuff was. So yeah, she's gonna be on the hunt for mid-century.
Okay. Can you roll perception for me?
15.
Yeah, with the 15, you find that table. And what do you have a specific make and model? Like, is there somebody that you know that Robin would know of a mid-century that you're looking for? Like the color.
I can't think of it.
Okay.
It's it's one of those that has it's got like angled legs with brass feet on it, and it's got like the second tray, so it's like a rectangle with like a second tray that's like on the top of it.
Perfect. All right. So you go and you buy this mid-century modern table that you've been looking for a while. You found it. You bring it home. As you walk in the door, you set it down where it needs to be, and you start cleaning it. You start wiping it down with everything to get it clean. So because it's if you may be even just cleansing it from whoever's house it was before, whatever is going on. But you notice a drawer in this table. Can you roll a strength check for me?
Let's see.
Straight D20 strength check.
Is that just straight?
Yeah, straight D20. Yeah, even
okay.
if you run it through your strength, it's not going to be a big deal. This is all just flavor.
4.
with a 4, you're pulling, and it won't budge. You go and find a screwdriver, and you're slightly just like going into it, and roll one more strength check for me.
You got this.
All right, I got this time.
Yeah.
5.
You realize that the screwdriver was a bad tool, and it puts a little nick right inside the drawer corner.
No.
But because of that, you loosened just a little.
In mint condition.
Yeah, just because that though, it loosened enough where it pried open just a bit, and you open up that drawer and you find what you thought was a letter from a love letter, an old love letter that you would like, oh, this must be something old. And so you pick it up and you realize it is a flyer for the 35th annual Princess Bride screening that is happening. And let me go to the right scene so y'all can see this. Do y'all have the stream pulled up or no?
No,
Because I
but
can send it
will.
to you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Okay. So you pull out this flyer and it says special screening, The Princess Bride, 35th anniversary, October 9th, 2022, Castle 8 p.m. And you are just fascinated by this flyer. You are just wondering, I've got to go to this specific event. This is the one. You don't know why, but this specific event you have to go to because it's going to change everything. All right, so that's how Robin
Yeah.
found it. All right, that goes to Adam. Adam, let me find your notes. You were going to your local game shop. Adam, what is the game shop you're going to? Are you going to a mom and pop? Like, what style of game shop are you going to back in 2022?
Yeah, it's a little mom and pop shop.
Okay. It's ran by just the same people all the time, and just it's street corner next to a bookstore, like just a normal off the road, off the street corner game shop.
It's on the corner of the street. It's run by this little old man and his wife. They're there 7 days a week, and they have no other employees. It's just the two of them.
Okay. All right. So you go into this game store, and because you heard that this specific store, because it's a mom and pop store, it has a copy of The Last of Us Part 1. Remember, this is October 2022. Brand new game that came out. And you heard this store had it, and so you go and you get there. Can you roll a straight D20 luck roll for me? I'll let you know DC 10 on this one. Just a straight D20. You get home, you open up your copy with the 6, you open up the copy of Last of Us Part 1, and you realize the mom and pop shop, they're getting a little old. They did not realize it, but they gave you the Paw Patrol video game instead of The Last of Us Part 1. So you are sitting there, and you realize that, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this game for a while. And you're kind of upset a little bit that you got the wrong game. So you go look in your bag and you go to grab the receipt. But instead of the receipt, you pull out this flyer. And the flyer has the same things that Robin's had. The special screening, The Princess Bride, 35th anniversary, October 9th, 2022, Castle Gru, 8 p.m. And it's just there. And you are also enamored by this flyer. You are confused on why you're so attracted to this flyer. This is the screening that you want to go to as a huge fan of The Princess Bride. You want to get to this screening, no matter what it takes. And so you put the screening. Sorry, I want to back a little bit. Robin, you also grab the flyer and you put it down next to your miniature, next to the table that you've been working on. Adam, you do the same thing with yours. All right, let's see who's next. All right, this goes to Jenny T. Jenny T.
Okay.
You one afternoon you're at your house and you went to go pour a bowl of cereal and you realized you had no milk. And no bread, no milk, and tea. So you need to go to your local grocer. What grocer are you going to? Are you a name brand, mom and pop? Like what kind of grocery are you going to?
Yeah, probably probably HEB because I'm in
Right.
Texas.
Okay, that's fair. Yes, no, I love the flavor. Yeah. So what was it again? What kind of grocery store?
HEB.
Okay.
It's a name brand. It's a chain.
Okay. And then what kind of milk and bread and tea does Jenny T eat? Whole wheat, 2% mint tea.
Yeah. Absolutely. She's going to immediately go to the tea section because that's her favorite section. She's gonna go and get some of the floral flavors, but also she always has to have a generous stock of like ginger tea as well. So she's gonna get green teas, black teas, but she's gonna also gravitate towards more like the jasmine teas and the mint Moroccan mint teas because those are her favorite. The type of bread she's gonna get is uh slightly healthier. It's what is it called? Enriched white bread or
Yeah.
whatever because
Yeah.
she's also gotta have a little bit of her sweets. Um uh and then she's gonna get for the type of milk, I would imagine she's getting because I can't have any, she's gonna get almond milk.
There you go. I love that. I was gonna say a nut
Yeah.
milk or a sweet milk, but yes,
Yep.
a vanilla
Oh
flavored
yeah.
almond milk. What's her? Does she
Oh
go
yeah.
non-sweet?
Vanilla.
She likes her
No, she's
sweets.
gonna go sweet.
That's great. So you go through your
Gotta have the
checkout.
sweets.
So you go through your checkout, you get the things that you're looking for, you get home, and you go to unpack it. Jenny T, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Absolutely.
DC 7.
Oh boy. Well, I'm not super wise, so well, I'm kind of wise. We'll see. Hey, 4.
You realize you forgot the bread with the 4. You get home, you have no bread. You messed that one up. And so just like Adam, kind of frustrated, like how did you forget? You forgot the bread. One of the 2 things you went for were bread and milk. And you got the
Yep.
tea, but so you go to get inside you look
Hey,
inside
props for
your
coming back with the milk though.
exactly right. Yes. Milk and cigarettes.
You left it at the U scan.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yes.
Oh no.
So go back. So you go back to your bag. You look in there. You go grab what you think is the receipt, or maybe it's the weekly flyer that has the specials in it, and you pull it out and you look at it and you're like, this isn't what I thought it was. You examine it, and again, it's this aged piece of paper, the special screening, The Princess Bride, 35th anniversary, October 9th, 2022, Castle Gu at 8 p.m. And you have the same feeling that everyone else has had so far, that you need to go to this screening. You don't know why, but you know that this screening is going to change everything the moment that you get there. And so you put that next to your miniature that you finished as well on the table. This is October 7th. This is October 5th right now. And then you are just there.
Awesome.
All right. And then lastly, we have 2 more. Roll one more time. Okay, cool. All right. We're going to go with Mr. Cooper. It is a Sunday morning. You at your house, you walk outside to check your mail. Give me a perception check. DC 7. You're at your mailbox checking the mail.
Checking my mail.
Yes,
It's Sunday.
and you realize it is Sunday, and so you quickly whip around and you notice that the paper boy has thrown a piece of paper right at your head, and he misses completely. You duck down just in time before the Sunday paper hits your face on the back of hits you on the back of the head. But unfortunately, you are checking the mail on a Sunday, so that's you're an older man.
There's always a rock.
There's always a rock.
There's
No
always a
post
rock.
on Sunday.
Carmela
No
Shops has
post
liked
on
the stream.
Sunday.
I throw a rock back at the kid.
Throw it back at the kid.
There's always
So-
a rock by.
So after you pick up your paper, you take it inside, you dust it off, and you take it inside. What section of the paper is Mr. Cooper going to read first?
Carmela Shops has slid the like to a love.
Coupons.
The coupons? Those were the obituaries. Which friend died today? The coupons. So you go and read your coupons, and you see that there's a sale at your local place for half off milk, half off bread, and you're excited about that because you are wanting to get the savings as an elderly gentleman would want at that time. As you're flipping through it,
I'm gonna make French toast.
as you're flipping through it, Mr. Cooper, you notice that you flipped over after reading the last coupon. You notice that something fell out of the paper. You pick it up and you notice that it is a flyer, an aged flyer that says a special screening of The Princess Bride, 35th anniversary, October 9th, 2022, Castle Gu, 8 p.m. That's all you know. Same feeling. For some reason, y'all all just need to go to this event. You don't know why, but this is the screening, the one you've been waiting for, and you're gonna make it there whenever that day comes. And lastly, we've got Pete. Pete, how you found your flyer is that you were heading to your local comic shop. Tell me about this comic shop. What is the vibe there at the comic shop?
So the comic shop is more than just a comic shop. It's also a gaming store.
Okay.
It's got one wall of comics, and then the whole center is board games, and then there's a room for Warhammer and D&D and everything else. It's called the Dungeon, and Mike is working behind the counter. Mike's always the guy working behind the counter.
Mike's always there.
Yeah.
He's one of those types that you think he has a twin brother. Like, you never know, like, if, he's always there, his twin brother shows up and you just, kind of makes it feel like there's someone's always there 24/7. How does Mike run this counter all the time? He's got to take a break. And
you can tell that it's always him because he's miserable all the time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I love that. So Mike is there. You drive up to this, to the comic shop. You pull up to the meter. What do you do from there?
I walk in, I pretend to peruse because I don't have any money because I just spent all of my money on food. And then I sit down and see what the gaming scene is.
Yeah. So you look on the shelf and you see the new Warhammer Mini, which is, let me find it here. Where'd it go? Oh, did not make it to your notes. It was shoot, I don't have the notes here. It was the Kill Team something Warhammer 2022. It's what came out in October 2022. Kill Team something. I wish I had it written down. I must have not saved. And you are just admiring this. You're watching people play it. You're there. Can you roll an intelligence check for me? Straight intelligence, DC 10.
I got a 15.
15. You remember to put money in the meter that you parked the car out. So you look outside and you are so confused why there is a piece of paper on your windshield. You are scared that's another ticket that you have to deal with. You realize you go out there real quickly. You run out there and you grab it and you realize that this is not a ticket. This is a flyer that says The Princess Bride special screening, 35th anniversary, October 9th, 2022, Castle Gu, 8 p.m. And you are enamored by this piece of paper. You are not only relieved it's not a ticket, but part of you is thinking, this is somewhere I need to be. I have to go here. I need to be there. If I'm not there, it's going to change everything. And we're in a 3-minute ad, so we're going to take a break real quick that just started. But that's a good time to take a break for that. But you are all now have this piece of paper, and you have all come back home and placed it next to your Mini. Perfect. All right. Yep. So where we left off, those that are just joining in, all of our players, all our adventurers here have finished their D&D miniature that they found to be, complete and ready. Some of them are perfect. They're glimming, they're shining the way that there's this bright light that they just cannot explain. Others, Adam, he glued his to his fingers accidentally while working on it because he did roll the first nat 1 of the campaign. And so Torben or Adam here, he is not doing too well, but he is fine. And they have all found in their own special way this flyer that's on the stream here. The special screening of The Princess Bride, 35th anniversary, October 9th, 2022, Castle Gu, 8 p.m. at And so you have all come back home, put that next to your miniatures, and now it has been a few days. Let me go back to where I was. Okay, I need everybody to roll a wisdom save. A straight D20 wisdom. I say straight, doesn't matter because you're using y'all's, you're not using dice. So whatever it is, DC 7. I'll tell you what this is because it's more fun. 10s and 9s. Old man
So are
needs
we adding our
it
modifiers, or it's just a straight?
if people are using their wisdom in the thing, it's going to add it
Like,
automatically. So
I have
this is all for just flavor. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to make or break it if you use your 13 DC
Okay.
7. All right, what'd you get, Pete?
An 8.
An 8. Okay, so everybody hit it. Y'all all know that October 9th is a special day for The Princess Bride. Y'all all know that is the day that it came to theaters back 35 years ago. Not only is this screening on the exact day and time that it came to theaters in your town, on October 9th, 35 years ago. Y'all know that, and this is why it feels so important, why this is the one to go to. All the other ones mean nothing to you, and you are wanting to go to this one specifically. Now that we've laid out what has happened the last few days, let's figure out what everybody's doing. So same thing. Let me roll. That is a 7. So that goes down to, we are down in Houston. The sprawl of the city eventually gives way to a quieter subdivision, like pockets where the pace slows down. Jenny T's place sits on one of those cul-de-sacs or coves where you come where I'm from. And Mada's rental house with a bit of age to it. The frame is solid, but the weather has left its mark. The paint is fading, and the screen doors creak as you open them and close them, just like any good Southern screen door will do. You trust this door with your life because of this creak. The street itself is quiet. You might hear the rattle of children's bike chains going on the circle of the cul-de-sac, or the barking of dogs in the area. And just past the subdivision, the trees gather thick, forming a wall of green, and the occasional deer, with the occasional deer, a reminder that nature hasn't been completely worn down from this area. And there we find Jenny T. Jenny T, what are you doing? Hold on, let me see. Let me roll my D6. What are you doing at the evening of October 7th, 2022 at your house?
Well, it's a nice quiet night, and I'm just watching my shows that I really love to watch, and I'm sitting down watching some Big Bang Theory.
2022, I love it.
And yep. And I don't remember I think How Your Met Your Mother is also on.
It's fine.
So she's just watching her sitcoms. She's got her cat curled up in her lap. Little Oliver. He's a little baby kitten, and he's just curled up sleeping. And let me see. Her roommate is in the other room playing some World of Warcraft. So they're being loud, but also not horribly loud. So
All right.
yeah,
Can you roll me a
that's what she's
perception?
doing.
Roll me a perception check.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Roll.
All right. With an 8, you find yourself sitting in your chair, your special spot, like Sheldon Cooper. This is your spot. You are enthralled in the Big Bang Theory. You hear your roommates playing War of Warcraft, but you do not realize that there is somebody at the door. And he kind of comes to the door, and you kind of hear a little muttering at the door. What do you do?
If I hear muttering at the door, I'm gonna definitely get up out of my seat. I'll walk towards the door and peep out the peephole.
Okay. You peep out the peephole. You don't really see much. You see the top of a head, but the muttering you hear is this halfling like thing. He says, you would think that you were ringing the doorbell at this proper thing, but I clearly can't choose the doorbell in front of me. This doorbell is the one that she would think. So if I go around the back door, I clearly cannot pick the back door that is in front of me, because that back door is somewhere where she would want me to be. This is my own thing. What do you do?
If I hear that, I am going to crack open the door just slightly, but leave the interior or the exterior screen door still locked.
He
And
says,
I'm just gonna
you've fallen for the biggest plunder of them all. Never open the door to a Sicilian when delivery is on the line. And he looks at you and he hands you this envelope. Do you open the door even further?
I'm gonna no. I'm just going to be like,
Excuse me, sir. I'm a little what is happening?
I am a Sicilian that is looking to give you a delivery. Will you take this piece of paper from my hand?
Does it have something bad, some sort of powder or something on it? Because I'm a little suspicious of you.
It has no smell. It has no powder, but it does say it is for Jenny T.
okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to open up the door and then I'm going to just take the letter from him. I'm gonna take it only like by the corner with my two fingers and just be like,
Thank you so much. You're Sicilian?
I am Sicilian. It may be
Um,
inconceivable.
I know what you're doing now. That's funny.
And so you take the letter and you watch this shorter Sicilian, kind of balding. He walks off, kind of laughing to himself, just giggling, and he gets into his Fiat and he drives away.
oh my
All right,
God.
so you have this envelope.
He would drive a
Yeah, he would drive a Fiat. Exactly. Yes. So you have this letter in your hand and you open it. And I'm about to send you a DM in Discord.
Awesome.
Is this you? It is. Well, maybe not. There we go. All right. So you have this this letter. You open it up and it says, I'm going to put it in stream. It says, be you wizard or druid in green, a paladin, orc, or monk yet unseen. Cosplay your calling, your fantasy dream. This is invitation that you shall redeem. Where towers rise high and banners still wave, Gwyn's walls still stand tall, steadfast and brave. In Tennessee's hills where festivals held, where you can always hear huzzah being yelled. The story returns, her tale on display, her farm boy and foes in glorious display. A love everlasting, a duel to dazzle, hope you. And then yours has more words on it, but leave that to yourself right now, what you have, and see if you can solve what is after that. And so you have in front of you this letter that has the same type, same shimmer, same everything that you've been seeing on your mini, on the flyer, and now on this. And you know that this last sentence that's on this piece of paper is important. You know that you have to solve this. And once you solve this, you'll know exactly where you need to go for this special screening that is happening in 2 days from now, on October 9th, 2022.
Okay.
All right. So you also put that down next to your mini, and you have also started gathering your attire for that to look like your mini, as it states, your cosplay and all. So you start gathering your stuff to look like genitalia. Genitalia. All right. So you are trying to figure out how to get there. And so next we've got, that's the wrong die. Next we've got that would be if I can count. Now we are going into Springfield, Missouri. Mr. Cooper's house stands with the weight of years. It's older than he is, and that fact alone gives him a kind of comfort. If this house can endure this long, maybe he can too. The neighborhood about a decade ago went through some gentrification, and while the paint is fresher and the sidewalks smoother, the place still carries the feel of something lived in and lasting. Life here is quiet. Most days pass without much happening aside from a trip to the library and another doctor's appointment. That's why he keeps close to the hospital. Missing one isn't an option. Still, even in quiet places, connections form. A neighbor 3 doors down took to inviting him to church. He became he's not deeply religious, but because not because he's deeply religious, but because, as he puts it, sometimes it helps just to have something to pray to. Over time, the two of them begin to talk more, and soon the invitation extended past Sunday mornings. One evening, while at his neighbor's for dinner, Mr. Cooper noticed a familiar trinket on his neighbor's shelf. This wasn't a trinket, it was a D&D miniature. Mr. Cooper remembers playing D&D when he was younger. It looked different now, changed with the years, but the sparks of recognition from there. And before long, Mr. Cooper found himself at the table, dice in hand, stepping into a world of stories once more. Mr. Cooper, what are you doing in the morning of October 7th, 2022?
Hey, what? I'm making French toast. There was a coupon in my mail for milk and bread. And I doubled down on it, so I really have to eat it before it goes bad.
You made more all the bread and all the things.
Oh,
that's what you're doing.
I got 2 things of milk and 2 things of bread, but I got to use it before the milk goes bad.
Yes.
I've been having French toast for the last 2 days.
Can you roll a perception for me while you are staring at your gallon of milk, realizing that you've got to eat more than you have? All right, with the 6, you also don't realize what's happening. You are enjoying your milk, and all of a sudden, you hear, if I can get there, you hear at the door. Sorry, there's 2 different ones here. Hold on, it went away. Give me a second. That's not it. Nope. Where? Oh, nothing saved when I updated my computer. That's what happened. I updated my computer, nothing saves. Give me a second while I find it. You hear at the door a light knock. What do you do?
First thing I do is I turn the heat down on my stove. Most fires start because of dumbasses. So then I'll go open the door.
You open the door, and you see a shorter, older lady, wired hair, standing there, and she is just enamored. She's sitting there and she's looking at you, and she's saying stuff like, "I can't believe we are here. This is not it. I don't know what to do. I have this letter for you. What are we gonna do with this letter?" And you hear from behind her someone that says, honks the horn therein, and you hear the man behind the car, very impatient. The man honks the horn and says, "Hurry up, bitch." Then she replies, "I'm not a bitch. I'm your wife." And she hands her the letter and just walks away. And so you have this letter in front of you now, and I'm going to give you I don't do a Valerie impression apparently. So I'm going to send you your letter.
That's they
Where
drive
are you,
off. I'm
Poopy?
like, yep. That's going.
And she looks about the same age as you, crooked nose. And the impatient man behind him in the car is wanting to get somewhere. They have a deadline, and they don't know. So she just throws the paper at you to get back in the car because they have to get somewhere in time. So I just sent you your piece of the letter. It says the same thing. Be you wizard, a druid in green, a paladin, orc, or monk yet unseen. Cosplay your calling, your fantasy dream. This is an invitation that you shall redeem. Where towers rise high and banners still wave, Gwyn's walls stand strong, steadfast and brave. In Tennessee's hills where the festival's held, where you can always hear huzzah being yelled. The story returns, her talent display, her farm boy and foes in glorious play. A love everlasting, a duel to dazzle, hope you. And then you have a sentence that you need to figure out. And then you go sit back down and eat your French toast because you're realizing that that's been 10 minutes of it sitting there and it's probably already gone bad. All right, now to the next person. That is, those who don't know, I'm rolling a D6. Sorry, no, because I'm rolling not a D6. I'm rolling a D10 because there's 5 of y'all. So that is 5. So that, okay. We are just south of Chicago where the city shifts into neighborhoods of red and tan bricked houses. Most are small, 2 or 3 bedrooms, the kind of places that hold families who work hard just to get by. It's not a rich area, but it's not the worst either. Somewhere in between, holding its ground against the weight of the city. Highway underpasses cut through the landscape like broken teeth. Those concrete supports streaked with grim and graffiti. The noise of traffic is constant, a low growl that never really goes away. Off one of the 6-lane roads that keeps this part of town buzzing, you find the mobile home park. It's a mix of people here. The elderly who can't afford better after retirement, families scraping by, and a few folks who are caught up in darker habits. The trailer sits close together, with some well kept, others left to rust. Pete's place is one of them. He's a 22-year-old, young, but already carrying the kind of weight that comes from growing up here. His trailer isn't much, but it's his, and it's where your story begins. What are you doing, Pete, at in the afternoon?
The afternoon on a Sunday, I'm probably just starting to wake up after a long night of playing Vampire the Requiem live action role play. And eating cold pizza because that's the best breakfast.
Love it. All right. Can you roll a perception check for me?
I got a 10.
All right. You do notice that someone is walking up on your area, and they are walking with purpose. They are kind of hunched over. They've got tattered clothes. You know, in this area, it doesn't look like they're part of this area, but at the same time, it's, you know, they look like they could be a neighbor that's just coming up to see if you have eggs or sugar. What do you do?
Nobody in this area comes up to see if there's eggs and sugar, so I'm grabbing my pistol as a just in case.
Okay.
And
so,
peeking my head out the door and saying, "What do you need?"
What do you want?
What do you want? This is my place.
This is your place? This looks like a place for someone that needs to. Are you Mr. Pete?
Who's asking?
Miracle Max is asking. He's he stands there and he says, I'm looking for just an MLT, something about then all of a sudden that mutton nice and lean, just trying to get a piece of bread so I can get this made. And as you hear Valerie scream from the back of the car, liar, liar! You're supposed to be delivering a piece of paper to Mr. Pete. Ah, shut up, bitch. And so he hands you the paper through the door that you've cracked open, and he stickers off and goes into his car and then drives straight off. And
y'all are looking for 3 houses down. Those are the ones selling.
And so he goes in, he runs off. You have your piece of paper, and I'm going to send it to you now. What this paper says, it's the same poem. That last sentence, have hope you. Is how that sentence ends. And those that are late to stream, or there's the riddle right there in stream, those want to read it. It talks about the banners and Gwyn's walls, Tennessee hills, huzzah being yelled, and the tail on display, and a duel to dazzle. Hope you. All right, and so you take that paper, you see it as just like everyone else has. You notice that this has the same shine and glimmer and everything you've had so far. Your miniature, your the flyer, and this is telling you that you need to be somewhere on this date and coming in the attire of somebody that you've been creating for the past 6 to 8 months. So you go on your day and you're trying to figure out, how can I get to this location that this riddle is telling me. And then we have 2 more. I'm gonna flip a coin for these 2 because it'll take me forever to roll a d4. I'll probably get. All right, we're gonna go to Adam. Let's see here. In Madison, Wisconsin, Adam lives in a 3-bedroom colonial rival house tucked into a quiet tree-lined neighborhood. The house around him are mid-sized period rivals, each with their own slight variations, but all sharing the same comfort, mid-American rhythm. Nothing about the neighborhood jumps out as remarkable. No graffiti, no drama, no cars on blocks. Just a place where people mow their lawns on Saturdays and wave at each other as they pass. But there is one thing that stands out for Adam. Just a 10-minute walk from his front door, there's a comic book shop and gaming store. Shelves lined with stories, dice, and adventures waiting to be played. It's kind of a spot that feels like a second home, a place where the imagination stretches beyond the quiet streets of the neighborhood. A 39-year-old Adam carries himself with the steadiness of someone grounded, but that nearness to the games and stories is a reminder that there's always a spark of adventure close in hand. Adam, what are you doing on a Sunday in the afternoon?
Sunday in the afternoon. I just ate a gummy bear, and I'm getting ready to kick back and relax and play some video games.
All right, I need you to need you to roll intelligence.
Gummy bear.
Yeah, roll intelligence with disadvantage because you took that gummy bear.
Oh, I already have a -1 intelligence. Okay.
No, I mean, sorry, perception. Sorry, not intelligence. Roll a
perception.
Yeah, a disadvantage of perception. So roll twice. Oh man, you rolled a nat 20 on that one, but it's disadvantage. All right, with that, you do notice that someone is coming up on your door. As you're sitting there playing video games in the afternoon, you put in your Paw Patrol on the roll game because you're like, I might as well have this. It looks like a fun game. You sat there, you're playing it. You notice that there is a medium build man, long wavy brown hair, mustache, walking up to you with purpose, walking up to your door, and he is just examining the area, making sure that every step he takes is precise, needs to know that if wherever he goes, it's going to be the right move. What do you do when you see him walking up to your door?
I'm in a good mood. That gummy is really kicking in. I invite him in.
You invite him in. All right. So you hear him. So he knocks on the door. So before he even knocks, you just open the door. And this gentleman says, hello. Is your name Adam? I have a delivery prepared to receive. And he gives you this letter. He has a letter in his left hand. He's staring at you in your house. And he gives you a letter in his left hand, and he gives it to you. Which hand do you grab this letter with?
My left hand.
All right, he kind of pulls it back a little bit, and he goes to your right hand side a little bit. And which hand do you grab it with?
I'm going back in with the left hand again.
All right. He then just is so perturbed right now. He's looking at your right hand, trying to figure out if you're hiding it for some reason. And he gives you the letter to your right hand, and he taps it, and you grab it. And before you can pull it out of his hand, he kind of turns the letter over. So he looks at your hand and admires it just right outside your pinky. And he looks at it, gives a little sigh, and just kind of gives a little grin. And he says, have a good day. This letter's for you. I am off to my next adventure. And he goes out with a smirk, and he leaves in his indigo Toyota. And sorry. And then you have this letter that you have. I know, chef's kiss. Sorry, I can't. And now you're going to get this letter. I'm going to send to you in VC. I mean, in Discord. It says the same thing. It talks about a wizard, a druid, a paladin, an orc, a monk unseen. I realize now, Mr. Cooper, you are a half elf. Just forget about that. You are a rogue now. This really was written before you changed. Indigo Toyota, yes, an Indigo Toyota. All right, invitation that you shall redeem, where towers rise high and banners still wave. Gwyn's walls stand strong, steadfast and brave. In Tennessee's hills, where the festival's held, you can still hear huzzah being yelled. The story returns, her tale on display, her farm boy and foes in glorious play. A love everlasting, a duel to dazzle, hope you, and then you have your sentence that you need to decipher. So as you get this letter, you're looking at it. You also are enamored by it. You're realizing that this is the final puzzle to where you need to go. You're looking at it. You are so excited that you put it down next to your miniature that you've cleaned off now from the glue, and your piece of paper's there, and you start gathering your attire for this party that you need to go to that is going to be how you're going to arrive at this event. And then lastly, correct, we've done everybody, right? Yes. Lastly, we are, let me find where it is. All right. We are in Nashville. Affordable rent is disappearing fast, but Robin's place sits in one of the last neighborhoods where it's still possible to scrape by. Her home is a tiny bungalow, the kind people call it a cracker box, small, boxy, but with just enough charm to make it work. The streets tell its own story. A couple driveways down, cars sit up on blocks, half dismantled and waiting on repairs that may never come. A house across the way has people drifting in and out at all hours, the kind of foot traffic that keeps the neighborhood guessing. Robin's house stands out in its own way. A small porch greets you, crowded with potted plants and a splash of green against the old siding. At your feet, a doormat reads in bold letters, "Check your vibes." Inside, she transforms the place as best as she can. Peel and stick wallpaper covers up the landlord's cheap fixes. Houseplants add warmth, and thrift store treasures fill the rooms. Vintage furniture, old knickknacks, little things with history, they all come together to make this space hers. Robin is 23 years young, resourceful, and makes the most of a place that might not look like much on the outside, but feels alive once you step through those doors. Robin, what are you doing at your house in the afternoon on Sunday?
So I've decided that I hate my refrigerator. And so I've decided that I am going to put peel and stick wallpaper over my refrigerator. And so I am in the process of trying to get peel and stick wallpaper, which I decided to get a peel and stick wallpaper with a pattern. So I'm also having to like line it up. And I have ripped this off like no less than 10 times and had to like reapply it. And at this point I am like actually cussing out loud at my refrigerator, but I won't stop because it needs to be fixed.
All right, can you roll a perception check? Well, actually with advantage, because you're not level-minded right now. You are so upset. You are so focused on this project that you need to roll at disadvantage for me. Disadvantage. Perception,
okay.
yeah, so roll twice, lowest one.
So that's a 9 and
right.
a 14. So,
yeah, so
9.
with a 9, you are so enamored by, you're so into this thing that you do not realize that anything has happened. And so all of a sudden, all you hear is, could y'all hear that or no? Was it loud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hear just a humongous knock on the door. And you look behind you because you're in the kitchen, and imagine that the kitchen refrigerator is right off the living room, so you can see the front door. Is that the way this Cracker Box Jack, house would be, with the front door be where you could see it and the sunlight coming in?
Yeah.
So once
Yeah,
you hear,
because somebody came in and like knocked down every single one of
Yeah.
the walls
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
house.
Once you hear that banging, I mean, huge banging, you look behind you, and all of a sudden you notice that from the living room, the front door window, it has gone black. There is no more sunlight coming into your house, and you notice that there is a large man standing outside your door. And all you hear is bang, bang, hello, lady, bang, bang, hello, lady. What do you do?
I grabbed the scissors that I was using to cut my contact paper and I like slide over like behind the wall that like blocks the view the from the door and
You
I'm standing there like I don't know what to do.
hear bang, bang. Hello, lady, special delivery. Hello, lady, are you in there? Robin? Hello, lady.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, she knows my name. My phone is like, I've lost it somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in the living room, I think. But I guess
Sorry,
I'll
no,
go
nope,
find like I'll go
you
get my
don't.
keys. I've got
Nope. I just rolled a
Oh, I
strength
don't.
check.
Okay.
I just rolled a strength check for this gentleman, and he rolled a nat 20. I kid you not. I rolled real dice. I'll take a picture of it just because, but a nat 20. And so what ends up happening is that you notice that he is friendly, but he hits the door one last time, boom, boom, and then the door falls off the hinges and lands straight down in your living room. And he comes in, and he is a 7'5" just giant. He's got a belt buckle that is huge, and he's like, hello, lady, this is for you. He's like, boss. And so he hands you this letter, but it looks like a postage stamp in this gentleman's hands. Like this letter, it's the postage stamp. He is, he has curly hair. He's in what looks like just in a huge burlap sack that would probably fit 7 men. And he is just ginormous, the biggest gentleman you've ever seen in your entire life. But you know that that he is safe. And he is just a friendly, he is just the friendliest giant you've ever met. Sorry, I watched a documentary on Princess Bride recently about Andre, and so that one hit a little different. But the friendliest giant you ever met. And so he hands you this, what looks like a postage note in his hand, because his hand just morphs, it's everything. So he hands this to you, and you grab it, and all of a sudden you realize that it's a full letter, and you're just enamored by the size of this gentleman. And as you stand there, 7 feet tall, he asks you, "Are you Robin?" He hands you this letter, and he gives you a wink and steps away, and he hops in his van that has 4 white horses painted on the side of it. And he just drives off into the sunset. You get this letter, and you realize that you open it up, and let me get it to you real quick. You open it up, and it has the same thing that everyone else has had. It talks about the walls of Gwen, the festival in Tennessee Hills, huzzah being yelled. Talks about cosplaying your calling, your fantasy dream. This is an invitation you shall redeem. The story returns her tale on display, her farm boy and foes in glorious play. A love everlasting, a duel to dazzle, hope you, and you have your sentence to decipher. All right, where are we on ads here? We got good. We have 18 minutes to the next ad. All right, so now that y'all have your letters, these things that are special to you. You've noticed that these are pieced together. Can everybody roll a intelligence check?
Got 13 on my end.
Oh, damn. Howard,
rolled,
Mr. Cooper rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
All right, so everybody that rolled over a 10, you realize that in the letter, you can tell in the letter there are there are points of there are geographic areas in this letter that tell you where you need to go for this on the 9th. And Poopy literally can't find his, sorry, not Poopy. Mr. Cooper cannot find his glasses. And so he still thinks that it is in his hometown, and he thinks it's with Gwyneth Paltrow is where he needs to go. And so he's excited that he gets to meet Gwyneth Paltrow, and he doesn't understand yet. And then we have Adam who rolled just over in that one, but with a 2, he realizes that the paper he had was folded in half, and all he saw for this entire time was never the actual last sentence. He just thought it just talked about the going and being in a place in Tennessee. But everyone else knows that on that letter, on this riddle, that last sentence is very important. Those that rolled over a 10, that the word that is missing from each of y'all's sentences, it is unique and needs to be kept. And you remember what that word means. And so you go on y'all's day. Because this is fantasy, y'all have as much money as you need all of a sudden, and you can buy plane tickets, and you can go where you need to go, and travel wise is just going to be done. So let me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. And you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Oh my gosh, not in that one again, Poopy. On stream.
No.
All right, so y'all all have gathered your cosplay. It is now October 8th. You need to figure out how to get to the location that is on this thing. And I'm asking for actual real players here up over the table. Does anybody not know what's going on with this letter? Does it make sense? Like real? Like I'm asking. Everybody good? Do you know what's going on?
Yeah.
Bearded?
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
you insert
Okay,
the
that's
word
fine. Yeah,
that's
there are a
missing,
few people
right?
here that are from this town, and so it's a little bit different. But those that are not from here, you understand what's happening. Where you need to go,
Yes.
somewhat. You can Google all I care if you need to find it. So y'all all are aware that because this letter has Gwen's walls, you start scouring the internet to find what is Gwen, because Gwen WG it says Castle Gwe, and so you're like, that must be the place. And so you start scouring. Poopy's still looking. I mean, dadgummit. Mr. Cooper's still looking for Castle Gwyneth Paltrow, not really finding it, thinking that she's going to be in Tennessee. So he starts searching Tennessee Gwyneth Paltrow Castle, and he ends up finding that this castle is the castle. I forgot. I don't have a picture of this one. Gwen Castle. This is the castle that is in Arrington, Tennessee, where the Tennessee Renaissance Festival is held. It is October 8th. Y'all all start traveling over. As you get your garb ready, you're dressed as your cosplay. Let's start with you, Robin. You are now dressed as Wilry. What are you wearing specifically that you have put together for this cosplay? Is it authentic? Is it just pieced together in the time? How is your vibe right now for Wilry Crystal?
Well, one of my superpowers as Robin is that I can throw together a cosplay in like literally 0 time. I have all of the pieces of everything that I need. So I have on a purple robe. I've got my staff. I even had like a big white wig, and I've got pointed ears. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you still your
looking the
color?
part for sure.
Have you worn anything to change the color of your to look more
Oh
like
no, I'm already
her?
very pale.
Very pale. Okay,
I'm very
gotcha.
pale already.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. I'm putting a castle up on stream for those that are not aware of this castle. Give me a second while I get it pulled up. While we're doing that, let's just go in order from, well, not in order anymore. We'll go backwards now, I guess. Adam, what you've got your garb set up for Torben, your half orc that you've been playing in D&D for the past 6 to 8 months to a year. What is your vibe? Have you actually put together a cosplay that is authentic, or is it just something? You're muted.
Thank you.
You rolled a nat 1 in language.
My cosplay for Torben, I go full on Viking era. So I'm wearing a linen tunic, linen trousers. I've got a cloak, boots, and to cap it off, I got some nice costume makeup, and I painted all of the visible skin the shade of green that Torben is.
Gotcha. Are you wearing contacts to make your eyes blue?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get the vibe, see how serious you're taking this cosplay, because that's it, because
I go full on.
Full out. Yeah. So you've spent time on this.
I started cosplaying. I started cosplaying this half orc Torben before I started playing D&D.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And so you get ready. You've got all your weapons TSA approved, and getting on to come to Nashville via plane or car, depending on your vibe. But you are heading that way. Travel is whatever it is for you and your sake. Jenny T, you've got yours together. You are getting it together excitingly. Your little meek self is dyeing your hair, whatever you're doing to make it look like your wings are 7 feet tall, whatever it is. But tell me about your cosplay that you are doing. Are you going authentic? Are you putting together pillowcases to make it? What are you doing?
So she is just like really, really like kind of a homebody. So she's just really good at being able to stitch things together and make things, and she's got a little bit of a, uh the little oh god, I can't even think. The sewing knack. So she is always putting together her clothes and her cosplays especially. But because this one is particularly a really personal character for her, she has gone even above and beyond that. So she has gotten uh her her hair done exactly right. She's got the soft gold, not gold, soft brown curls happening in her hair. She's got the wig going down to her waist. It almost looks like there's a little bit of metallic flex in it as well. Um, so it looks a little golden. So she's emitting like possibly this soft light coming from her hair. She's got her exact blue dress that looks very set in the medieval world. In the medieval time period, she's got her huge white feathers, her wings that are just, she's got a very nice way to attach them so they don't, tip her over or anything, because she is small.
That's fair.
And she does, of course, have her blue contacts, the like jewel tone blue of her eyes.
Are you on the same height as genitalia? Are you wearing any lifts? Are you doing anything to alter
Oh
your
yeah,
height?
she is.
Okay.
She has to wear some lifts in her shoes,
Mhm.
because even though genitalia has
I love it.
I can't
Sorry.
not
I
say
know.
it. Uh, anyways, even though she has some height on her, on Jenny, she still wants to be the appropriate height. So
Perfect. All
she's
right. So,
she's just made sure she's dressed up to the nines.
okay. So you've got yours all set. You're ready to go. You're traveling out to Castle Gwyn, where we have said is where the Tennessee Renaissance Festival is held every year, in the summer. So there's no festival happening right now, but this is where October 9th at 8 p.m. You have to be at this place for the special screening of the 35th anniversary of The Princess Bride. So you head on your way. All right, Pete, what does your cosplay look like? Same rules.
Okay, so Pete is getting his stuff ready and packing it into his 1990 Geostorm to drive down to Tennessee. The color of the Geostorm, just in case you're wondering, is red and rust. There's a little bit more rust than there is red.
I've seen this car.
The the cloak that he's wearing is made out of Michael's fake plants that he has hot glued together to the best of his ability. He thinks that he's crafty, but he's really not. He then tries to make leather out of the inner tubes of bicycle tires. So his leather armor is made out of the inner tubes of bicycle tires that's hot glued together to the best of his abilities. He then has 2 leather belts that he bought at the store, crossing over his chest, and he's wearing his Harley boots that his dad gave him. It is a scrounged together cosplay of his character at best, and kind of looks like a 5-year-old built it.
Yeah. Quickly, roll me a nat 20 DC 6. Just I want to see something real quick.
Got an 11.
11. Okay, you remember to take off the little nubs on the tire, so they're not sticking out, look like nipples. They're coming out of your thing. I was hoping you rolled low because you're gonna have these bike tire things that are coming out right here, just like you didn't realize it because you put it together so quickly. So good job cutting those off because that would have been very awkward.
Oh, and then the staff is an actual stick he found in the yard.
Gotcha. All right. All right, Mr. Cooper, you are cosplaying as Howard. What is your half elf rogue wearing and how?
Well, he would be only wearing a cloak, and he'd be wearing blue jeans and boots.
I was
Very
worried that
basic.
he wasn't wearing the blue jeans and boots and only the cloak.
I know. I was. You beat me too. I was about to roll.
Worried. I was hoping.
I was gonna roll it. I need you to roll for Alzheimer's, just to see.
They stopped me at the airport.
Is
Wouldn't
that
let
right?
me
Yeah.
on.
And so you are very basic. Do you have any weapon on
Very
you?
basic. Do I what?
Any makeshift weapon that you have found, or a weapon that you had in the war? Like, is there anything you brought
No,
with you?
I'm not gonna travel with any weapons. That's too much to deal with. It's Tennessee. I'm gonna go to a pawn shop and I'm gonna get a bow.
Okay, yeah. So you've got y'all each have a day and a half of travel to get there, and y'all choose. It's funny, Pete. You mentioned the Geostorm. I forgot to give Robin a yellow rabbit, a Volkswagen Rabbit that she was going to drive, and she knows why. It was something that her family had back in this time of Nashville. Because I'm pretty sure the house that Robin lives in is the one off of the state road, or close to the one that she kind of. I'm picturing this era that she grew up in, and it's just so fun to DM this because I know there's some value there to her heart and how that works. So that's a little side story.
How many miles is on that Geo?
Right, yeah.
In 2020.
Yeah. So the old Geo.
400,000 miles.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's just and so the
We don't know because my stepdad's a mechanic and he rolled back the miles at least twice.
I love that. Yes. He's a basic bitch, right? He is. He's just going in and just, Mr. Cooper is just to look like Howard. It is all perception, how you carry yourself. Mr. Cooper is, this is what I'm doing. This is how I am. And I love that for you. So y'all all end up on, you'll all stop off in the places you need to stop off. Mr. Cooper, what do you get at the pawn shop that you just automatically just know where it is?
Oh, that's real easy. You just go to the counter. They'll have a bunch of guns right behind them. If you keep going down a little bit further, then you'll find bows and arrows.
Do you find yourself a compound, a not compound? I can't remember what the other one's called. I just left my brain. longbow.
Curve.
Regular basic one.
It's a
It's not
longbow.
important.
Yeah.
I'll probably
Alright.
give it to a kid before I leave.
All right. So we are we have now got a recurve. Thank you. A long recurve bow. It says IRL Pete in chat. Y'all have all stopped in Nashville. We have Robin, who already lives there, and she is very aware with this area, and so she has had multiple. She has had the day and a half to even make her cosplay even better and go and buy some things if needed. Is there anything special that you have brought with you on this cosplay that now that you have the time being local that is different that you want to have?
I think I want to have like a little alchemy kit that like I kind of put together with like little potion bottles and things like that, and I wear it as like a crossbody
Like a
thing.
bandolier style acclamy thing, or is it like a pouch that sits on your like a satchel?
It's like a box.
Box, okay.
Yeah, it's like a leather box, but it's on a strap. Then I just kind of wear it.
Okay. All right. So you have put that together, and you now have that ready for you to have. We've got Mr. Cooper Howard that has gotten his recurve bow and arrow, and he has made his way over to the castle. It is 4:00 in the afternoon on October 9th. Adam, or dressed as Torben, have you stopped
They only
any?
have one? You said arrow. I would grab more than one.
Okay, you're fair. That I'm not gonna. Yeah, more than yes. You have everything you need in terms of that bow. But good call. You don't have to eat. You don't have to poop in D&D in my world. And so the Jenny. No, sorry, Adam. You are dressed as Torben. You have made it to Tennessee. You have it's 4:00 in the afternoon. You have another 4 hours until you have to be at Castle Gwen for this showing. What have you stopped to get if you need anything?
I realized when I got there that I forgot to bring whiskey with me, so I stop and get a couple bottles of whiskey.
Being in Tennessee, are you sticking to a brand? Or are you sticking with your special whiskey from up there, trying to find it? The Jack Daniels, the Tennessee whiskey. What you doing?
Being in Tennessee, I'll go with Jack Daniels.
Okay, go with Jack Daniels. You got that, and so you have that there, and you've got enough to have for your need as a half orc Torben, and so you now have that. And being in Tennessee, everybody knows that this event is happening. This event is not special to everyone else; it's just special to y'all. So you walking in as a half orc into the liquor store, they are not fazed. It is something they see all the time, and it is nothing new. The Tennessee Renaissance Festival is large, and during that time in the summertime, it is common to see those cosplayed going in, and so nothing is phased. You don't have to explain yourself. No one's stopping you as this orc with a mohawk and weapons and going in and asking you want whiskey. All right. Jenny T, as Jenny Talia, what are you doing in the 4 hours you have until you have to be at Castle Gwen, sorry.
So she is going to go to not only a craft store if she can find one, but she's also going. Okay, perfect. She's also going to go to like an Ulta or something like that because she has to get a certain type of body shimmer that she wants to apply.
Okay.
So she's going to do that.
All right. She finds that. And yes. All right. So you go inside. You're dressed as genitalia. Again, no one is bothered by the way you look. The clerk behind the counter, they are excited about helping you find this shimmer at Ulta because it's what you need to make your just chef's kiss for the rest of your cosplay that is important to you to make that angelic shine that this Asimir would look like best you can. Do you apply that everywhere that there's skin showing, or is
Oh
it
yeah.
just is it
Oh yeah.
placed just as highlights?
Nope, everywhere.
So so I want you to roll a just a straight d20.
Okay.
DC 10.
Damn it! It almost
Okay.
was
Yeah.
13.
So you end up getting a little bit in your eye, just a little bit as you're rubbing it in your eye,
Ah,
and just a little bit. The shimmer in your
ow.
eye. Yeah. You're trying to figure out what happened, and so that's happened. You've used the entire bottle. No other bottle is around. That's the only one you can use. But you've got a little bit in your eye, and so you're trying to get that out as you're making your way to
You're
Castle Glen.
crying, but it's like sparkles.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
That like
I've got glitter in my
Yeah,
eye.
it
when it's,
looks
coming
like
down, it looks better.
looks like a Capri Sun, like the coming down, like the little Capri Sun man, like metallic, kind of like unicorn blood just coming down your down your cheek. And so I love that. Thank you, Robin, for that. I love that. All right, Pete, you're dressed as Murloc. Faunus, is that how you pronounce the last name? Faunus? Yeah, Murloc Faunus.
Like a faun.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. So you are in your garb, you're pieced together, Michael's leaves, your tire tubes that you remember to cut off the like by the term nipples, and you have your leather belts, you've got your staff that's a stick.
I'd like to throw in, I didn't cut them off. I am using them as studs.
Okay, that's fair. No, you rolled high enough to even, yeah, that is fair. Yes. And
2 of them are on the nipples though.
Okay, that's your aesthetic. I love it. Like that's, I'm not going to take it away from you. This is your story. All right. So where are you going in the 4 hours you have to get things ready before the event?
I go into a one of the like Nashville tourist spots where you can buy Nashville magnets, and of course I buy a Nashville magnet because I've never been to Nashville before. But I also get a pen that looks like a calligrapher's pen.
Okay.
Like it's a ballpoint pen, but it looks like a quill. And then I buy one of those kits for grilling that has all the seasonings in it, little bottles of seasonings, and I make my own herbalist kit out of it.
Okay. Can you roll a straight D20? Just a skills check.
Got a 16.
16. Okay. Nothing happens. You don't get anything in your eye. You don't spill anything. You don't realize that the seasoning had MSG and you're allergic to it. You're great. Nothing is, everything is fine. You're excited. You're looking at this. It's probably the best thing you've made out of all the stuff you put together. And so you're good to go on that. You have this little makeshift herbalist kit that you've made. Mr. Cooper, what are you doing in the 4 hours with your jeans and cloak? And I've already done you. Is that everybody? Yeah, you went to the pawn shop. Everybody's gone, right? Perfect. All right, where we left off. Those that are here, those are came in late or whatnot. Kind of give you a backstory. We have these 5 strangers. They have successfully gotten their letters from what we know now are what seem to be characters from The Princess Bride that have come to them and given them these letters that have this riddle on there. And the last sentence, they each have a special word out of that last sentence that they are trying to figure out what it means. And they know that this letter, this special riddle, that these words, when come together, will change everything. And so they have gotten there. Mr. Cooper has gotten his bow and arrows, plural. Howard has gotten his bow and arrows, plural. Murloc has gotten his box, which is herbalist. No, was yours an herbalist box? Or was that Wilry?
I got an herbalism
kit,
and a calligrapher's pen.
Yeah. And where is that? Is that on your person? Is it a satchel? Is it on your belt? Where does that live?
So the pen, I have a belt pouch that I use for Ren fairs. Okay. So I put the pen in there, but the the spices, I use electrical tape onto the belts.
Okay. And then genitalia, you've gotten that you're finally no longer crying from the shimmer that you've got in your eye. You are ready and to head out. And you got your wings in display. Everything's ready. The shimmer is shined, and you're good to go. And Torben, you have gotten your whiskey. Roll me a just a straight D20, Torben.
Just
DC 10. Yeah, I just roll a D20. If it's not straight, doesn't matter. Okay, with the nat 20,
Nice.
you're gonna tell me, have you partaked in the whiskey already, or are you waiting?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How much are you? How you feeling right now? What's your vibe?
I'm feeling good.
Okay, cool. All right.
Good.
So, but I love that you come from a nat 1, your very first roll, now to your first roll as Torben, the half orc, as a D20. Oh my goodness, you're rolling boulders with him. I can't wait to see what you do as a half orc in this game. Wilry, you have had plenty of time to prep because you live in Nashville. You are very familiar with this. You know the traffic. You know how to get there, the best route. You have pieced together your medicine kit. Was that what it was? Sorry.
It's an alchemy kit.
Alchemy kit. You piece together with bottles and glitter and whatever it is that you have. But that's going across your chest and at your side, ready with what you have. Your quarterstaff. Your hair is white with it coming straight out like Albert Einstein, and y'all have all your ears are perfect. And y'all all have now at this time made it to the front door of, if you look on stream, the front door of the castle. You get up to this castle and it is about 7:15. There's a long line coming from the two white towers. You walk up, and those from Nashville, in 2022, where Taylor Swift, I don't know if Taylor Swift made her video yet. I did not look that up, but doesn't matter. There is these two just huge white, just turrets. Is that what they're called? Sorry, I forgot to look up the history of this castle. Are those turrets, guys? The white towers.
Towers.
Yeah, white towers and just a gorgeous, just red brick with a double-sided stair that is stone. And up this staircase, you see that looking at the castle on the right-hand side, you see one long line of people. The left-hand side, there's no one there, and there looks to be a somewhere where maybe a way in, but you're not sure yet. You notice also, actually, everybody roll a perception check for me. I don't care what it is.
Got a 3.
A 3, okay.
17.
8,
okay.
11.
No,
11, okay. Those that have rolled over
I got
10.
a 12.
Okay, 12. Those that rolled over 10 realize that this side of the stairs has a similar shine to what y'all been looking at on everything so far. And there's something about that. You want to be on that. Yeah. Turret is a small. Yeah. Perfect. And then that is there. And those that rolled a 10 realize that no one else has this letter, the riddle, the flyer. No one else has this. And you look around and you see that there are 4 others that have this letter. And so what do y'all do when you notice that there's something similar between the 5 of y'all?
Are we also the only ones in cosplay?
No, there are others in cosplay. You're not, but there are some that are not. There's others that are dressed up as Princess Bride characters. You see a Fezzik, you see a Inigo, you see a Wesley all in black. You see also a Humperdinck, a few Miracle Maxes, and you hear it said, "You are the Brute Squad," and you hear everybody quoting the movie as they're waiting in line, and these are your people. But again, you notice that there are 4 others that look different than everyone else there.
I'm staring at this letter and looking around and staring down at this letter and looking around. And I'm looking at myself and I'm going, shit, dressed wrong.
I'm looking around and I'm taking note of everybody else, and I'm also trying to avoid hitting anybody with my wings. So I'm going, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. And then I look over and I see some of the other people who have the letter as well, and I'm gonna just kind of start to slowly drift over to the nearest person, whoever that be, and just be like, did you by any chance maybe receive a letter like this one?
Yeah,
I'll
what is
hold
it?
mine up and say,
Okay,
yeah, some
so
crackhead
Murloc.
came to my door.
A Sicilian came to mind.
Oh my gosh, he was the biggest man I've ever seen. He knocked down my door.
What's
Oh.
everybody else doing? Torben and
Do
Howard.
we need?
I'm trying
We all
to.
notice. I mean, like all of us are in it's a long line, but
It's a
we're
long
all,
line,
like,
yeah.
close together.
You've watched. You're about 20 to 50 feet from this. Like the line, it's a long line. You can see the castle, and on the right hand side, looking at it, there's a longer line. There are people obviously lining up to get into this premiere. That's gonna be the screening of The Princess Bride, but not only are everyone else is dressed up as Princess Bride characters or not, you notice that there are others that are holding this letter and dressed differently than everyone else. What does Howard do, or Mr. Cooper, I guess, but Howard it way.
Well, if I see them two standing together, Mr. Cooper would walk up.
Okay. Does he say anything specific, or does he just walk up and kind of stand in the background waiting for something to happen?
Do these things mean we gotta skip this line? This is ridiculous.
It's like AARP badge. You just try to see if you got a way to get in faster. Just like, all right. And Torben or Adam. Oh, sorry. Just go ahead, Howard.
I was going to say, I mean, you're much older than I am. I'm going to follow your lead.
All right. So the four of y'all are standing together. Torben, what's your move? Remember, you've had some whiskey.
I see the four of them I see the four of them standing together, all holding the paper, talking. I realize that I have the piece of paper that looks very similar to theirs. So I walk up to them and I offer them all a drink of whiskey. Pull a bottle out, and I don't have any cups, so we just got to pass it around everybody.
I need everybody to roll a resistance. A nat 20 up to resistance. Help me out, DMs. What would that be? Like if it'll be poison or something. What is that? What is that roll? Is that
Constitution?
Constitution. Yeah. Roll a Constitution for me.
Oh, fuck.
You're good.
Everyone
not,
but me, right?
Yeah, everybody but you.
A drink.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, that's fair. Okay, those that take a drink, roll Constitution.
I take a drink.
So yeah. All right. So is that your roll 4? Okay. Go ahead and re-roll that.
I got a 9.
Yeah, re-roll that genitalia as your character. Like roll that
Okay.
actually because everybody else is doing that.
Okay, that's better. That's a 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say
D&D
Hamatar.
Hamatar. And so okay, what we got here? We got an 18, a 9. What did you roll? You did not take a drink. Murloc. Howard, did you take a drink?
Yeah,
18. Okay, perfect. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So those that rolled under a 10, it kind of affects you a little bit. You are hesitant. This is 2022, 2 years after a pretty bad pandemic. You don't know what if you should take this drink, but you go ahead and do it, and it affects you a little bit more. For the next little bit, you're going to roll at disadvantage because of being under the 10. So Wilry, you're rolling at disadvantage for the next Constitution save, and everybody else is good. Wilry, did you roll a Constitution? Yeah, you rolled a Constitution, so you have no You have no proficiency or anything. Okay, cool. All right. So
Can I roll a persuasion to try to convince the Murloc to drink?
yes,
Since he
go
was
ahead.
the only one that didn't.
Yeah, I love it. No, do it.
All right. After I take a swig and don't make a face, I'm like, come on, don't be the only one that doesn't do it. Nobody likes a party pooper.
If it was rum, I'd take a drink. I don't do whiskey.
I only
rolled a 9. Yeah, I'm gonna say because
Can I also roll persuasion for the same thing?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, see if you can persuade him. Charisma save 6, 15. What's that? 22. What? Oh,
peer pressure. I guess I drink.
No, yeah, yes, that's fair. Yeah, because so you drank. Are you a whiskey fan? I know you wanted.
Knew he had it in him.
I know you wanted it to be rum, Murloc, but are you satisfied with the whiskey, or you just loathe the heat?
Absolutely not. There's a backstory behind that, but whiskey, the even smell of it makes him feel sick.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so you too take the next Constitution save will be in disadvantage. So the next time we have to roll for this. All right, so y'all are now standing all together. Y'all have all drank or not drank. Actually, no, you have all drank now. Y'all introduce yourselves. Y'all can role play that out, or we can just move, like however you want to do it. We can role play that out. We've done some role playing based on meeting everything. So you have all met, and you're looking at your paper. What do y'all? Everybody roll a wisdom or intelligence. As your character, roll intelligence with your. Do you not have Wilry? Do you not have any bonuses at all? Because nothing's been added. Unless maybe if I click down. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Never mind. We're good. All right. And okay, never mind.
No, yeah, that was 19
sorry.
plus 5
they,
to
they,
make 24.
They were condensed. I didn't realize. So yeah. Okay. So
this is a check, not a save, correct?
Yes, a check. Yes, sorry, a check. I may have said save. So do a check. Sorry, everybody that did save. I said that wrong as a new DM.
I got a 12.
Okay, 12. Everybody re-roll their checks. Wilry, can you roll a check? I said it wrong.
Oh yeah. How do I change it to a check?
I got a 10.
Just click on the number up at the top.
Right.
With
the horizontal numbers are a check. The ones that are in a box are save.
Okay, so we've got Wilry Crystal.
Went from 4. 24 to 4.
Yes. And so in D&D Beyond, we have this now set up where we have it here. Those that rolled under a 10, you are still looking at your paper. You have not really looked up yet, looked at anybody else's paper. Those, Mr. Cooper, Howard, with your, no, sorry, that was a check. Let's see here. Let me find.
I rolled a 10 when I redid it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So with your 10, you start looking around everybody else's paper, and you notice that the last sentence is different for each person. There's something different about each one of those. There's something unique about those. All right. So sorry. So Wilry, you're still looking at your paper. Mr. Cooper, you have you've noticed that there's something different about yours amongst everyone else's. Jenny Talia, you are still looking at your paper. And what did you roll, Torben? Oh, is that your 15? No, you rolled a 17. You notice that with a 17, you notice that you can actually look at everybody else's paper and deduce what is missing, because it is the exact same sentence on everyone else's paper. There's just one word that's different and missing. And then what'd you roll, Murloc?
I got a 12.
A 12. Yeah, you also notice on the paper that it's a little bit different, and so y'all looking around. Okay, so what do you do with that insight?
So the note, it's different for everybody. Yeah, mine. I think I got it. I think mine says, "Hope you have a fun storm in the castle." I think castle is the last word. And considering there's one of those in front of us,
Yeah, mine the word have is missing.
Mine, I have hope you have fun at blank the castle. So Stormin would fit.
Yeah, with
Mine
your
is missing
19,
fun.
with like remember with your 19, Torben, or I think it was a 19. With your 19, you know exactly what it is because you're looking at their paper
Oh,
and you
yeah.
notice that word is on everyone else's paper but yours. So you know exactly it is storming. So
okay.
Wilry,
Sorry.
Torben, so Jenny T, Genitalia, what's yours?
Mine was missing the word fun.
All right, so yours is fun. And then Howard, what is yours missing?
Mine's missing the. I thought that was pretty simple.
And so as y'all put this together and each of y'all say this in the correct order. So who starts?
Me.
Okay.
Have fun.
Who's
Yeah,
next?
so have
Oh, sorry.
So
so have
Fun.
Torben.
Torben.
who's got Storben?
Torben.
Storming.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm muted.
You're good.
castle.
And all of a sudden, after y'all all say, have fun storming the castle, you realize that left-hand side of that staircase, there is a special usher standing there. He is about 6.5 feet tall. No, sorry. He's about 4.5 feet tall, hunched over, older gentleman. He's wearing a very funny usher hat. It's almost pointy, but it's still red like an usher. And you realize that is where you need to walk up, that you have special access. Like Mr. Cooper, Howard had thought that this letter would get you special access to the entrance. So y'all walk up to that special area. You're the only ones dressed up, not like Princess Bride characters. You walk past all the Fezzics, all the Men in Black, all the Wesleys. You hear As You Wish. You hear Half Force from the Castle. You hear Fire Swamps and Inconceivable and Death Zoo, the Zoo of Death, which is from the book. You hear all these fun things, but as you're walking by, everybody's looking at you like, what do they have that we don't? And you're walking up and you notice that the back of these letters now have these letters. Have fun, Storm of the Castle. You say them out loud. And then you see above the entrance, it says AYW. And y'all roll a intelligence check to see if you know what that stands for.
Nope.
I got an 11.
An 11, okay.
4.
21. Oh dang, Howard.
I got a 19.
Okay, 19. Those that
21.
rolled, is that a dirty? Okay, yeah.
I got
Those
a
that
nat 1.
you think it's a different type of delivery service like UPS. You look at that, you're like, what is this? Everybody else that rolled over a 15 knows it stands for As You Wish. And so you know that this is where you need to be because this is your fandom. You have read every book, you have listened to every documentary, you have been and lived Princess Bride. And so you know this is where you need to be. As you walk up there, everybody else is looking at you, wondering what's going on. Actually, you have one of the cosplayers. Yeah, one of the cosplayers to the right of you is going boo, boo as you're walking up, pointing at you, just as they're cosplaying as the old lady from the dream that Buttercup had, that she was gonna have to marry Humperdinck. And you know, boo, this is not your line, boo, Cutters, boo. And you finally make it up to...
We're special, you ain't.
Yeah, exactly, yes. And then you make it up there to the special usher. He looks at you and hold on, I gotta get some water.
I'm going to say, don't make me cry. It really hurts.
You walk up to the special usher that's got this very funny, it's red, kind of pointy hat. And he says, let me find where I was on my notes. This usher walking and says, what brings y'all together today? And so what do y'all do? And this older gentleman's looking at you and is it who love? Is that what brings you together today?
Marriage.
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 I say skip to the end.
Skip the end. Did you say man and wife?
I hold up the letter. Pop, pop.
Yeah. You bought the weather. This
The
weather gives you what you need to see the movie. Please walk with me. And he takes
Hey, can I
you
offer
up.
the usher some whiskey?
Go ahead. So I'm going to
Persuasion?
roll a Constitution.
I'm
So-
rolling persuasion. Oh, I got a 2.
A 2. You know what? For the sake of loving this, he does take it, and all of a sudden he says, what brings y'all today? That's funny. Whiskey takes away my speech impediment. Maybe I should have drank whiskey this entire time. Thank y'all for fixing my speech impediment. Now follow me. And so you follow this gentleman that you know right away. Again, is he cosplaying? Have all these people that have shown up, the Fezzik, the Vizzini, the Valerie, Miracle Max, Indigo, I think I said everybody. That are these all cosplayers, or is there something happening? Because remember, there's been this shimmer and shine around everything that you've touched so far that has led you to this point. And so y'all follow this gentleman that takes you to a very special balcony that obviously is red velvet ropes. Everything about this looks like there's exactly 5 seats, no more, no less. They have your name written on there. You see Howard, you see Murloc, Faunus, you see genitalia with a little winky emoji because they think it's cute. Torben, and you see Wilry Crystal, which again the little winky emoji because they think that's cute. If you have not figured that one out yet, y'all think about it a little bit. Wilry Crystal, and
I'll explain it in my next fun fact next time.
And so y'all are sitting there, and to your left, you see the projector room. And there's a little small window to y'all's left. Y'all are sitting up there. What are y'all doing right now?
I would be sitting in the back, hoping not to be noticed as much as possible.
Okay, so we'll say this: there are 3 rows, and there are 3 sets of there's 3 chairs, or whatever they're called, and then 2 in the back. So you've taken 1 in the back, and then so where are y'all sitting? Like, is there anybody else that's taking the back next to Murloc?
Yes.
Oh no,
Jenny,
I better be close. It's hard
Jenny
enough for me to see.
Jenny would absolutely take the other one in the back because her wings would.
Yeah, I was literally about to get you to roll for that one if you need to lose your wings, because I'm glad you took the back.
Torben's going to take a seat on the far right in the front.
Farthest from the projector room?
Yes.
Okay. Wilry and
Wilry just sits wherever's left. She intentionally held back because she didn't want to take somebody's seat.
Okay, so Mr. Cooper, Howard, have you sat, because you piped up first, you want to be in the front. Have you sat next to Torben, or have you left a spot in the middle for Wilry?
Oh no, I'm definitely sitting next to Torben.
Okay.
In fact, I'm gonna ask for another pull of that whiskey.
All right. What do you say, Torben?
Absolutely.
All right. So you take another swig. Can you roll a Constitution for me? Are you rolling at a disadvantage? No, you're not. Right?
No.
I can't remember. All right.
I'm
Cool.
going to offer everybody another drink.
Okay. Everybody has to take a
rolled
drink.
17.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody has to take a drink. So y'all
I'm gonna be
roll.
we all have to take a drink?
Yes, because it's it's safe enough to take it, but you still. No, you know what? No, you don't have to take it. So we'll
Okay.
we'll say that. Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I'm already
Mhm.
rolling with disadvantage here.
yeah.
Unless peer pressure, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
right.
we'll in the sake of this is not the Breakfast Club. This is the Princess Bride. We will not have high school peer pressure here.
I
But
won't
stay
peer
tuned.
pressure.
There's going to be a Breakfast Club campaign I will write. So
Woo.
But
My favorite movie.
oh, I love that. Oh, I can't wait because I've already got it started. That'd be something he said. Yes. All right. So y'all have all sat down. Y'all are kind of muttering amongst each other. Anything special happening that you're talking about specifically, knowing that y'all have been like basically drawn together? Have y'all? I mean, like, is there any conversation happening while the projector room is kind of getting things ready to your left?
I'm
Yeah, I
still
would.
talking.
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, um, I'm still talking about the giant that knocked down my door.
I would also be talking about the Sicilian at mine.
Mhm.
Pete would be bringing up. Yeah, I'm Sicilian. Did you know that? My grandfather's Sicilian, straight off the boat.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I couldn't have tell. He
Yeah,
didn't even sound like this other guy.
the English won over because my dad's English and my mom's Sicilian, and whole story.
I'd be complimenting Torben for going all out in your cosplay. And then I'd pull my mini out of my pocket and be like, that's me. Like, that's me if what I was going for, but that shit looks really hot. I'm not dealing with that.
I would just be sitting there in my seat, just sipping my whiskey.
Okay. Everybody besides Howard, roll a intelligence check.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh, that one.
I'm so smart. Oh, I got a 2.
21.
I got a 5.
All right. So those that rolled under 15. So there's y'all did not bring your mini with you, but those that rolled over 15 did. So something that just kind of a little flavor here. Those other mini will just have it with them and just know that you have that, kind of mark that somewhere. Not inspiration, but just know that you have it for me. Everybody else that does not, just you do not have it. As y'all are talking, you're looking at your minis. Wilry has pulled out her mini and showing it. So I have one too. What are you talking about your minis? Like what about these are so special to you, to both of y'all?
I'll hold it up and be like, you can see where I was going. Like, the resemblance to the bow.
Yep, I can see
I
it.
didn't bring any daggers. That's just a lot to deal with.
That's
They were
true.
really expensive at the pawn shop.
And they don't like that at the airport.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll
Yeah.
be judged less if I give the bow away to somebody and a couple
Oh,
of
that's
knives.
nice. Yeah. I made this little alchemy kit. My character is an alchemist / necromancer.
This autism moment brought to you by Wilry. So those that don't have your minis, y'all are admiring these. You talk about your mini that you have at home. So tell them about who you are and just kind of your names, just real quickly, just so everybody knows, just who are y'all dressed as? Because y'all obviously are not dressed up as Princess Bride characters, and y'all all see that.
Yes.
I'm dressed up as my personal own character that I made up, Genitalia. She's
Everybody
just,
snickers.
Asimar. She's an Asimar paladin, and she well, I don't want to give too much away, but she's very special, and yeah.
My guy's name is Murloc. I like the Bears, the Chicago Bears. So he turns into a bear and he mauls people, and he's really good at it. He's a druid. Yeah.
My guy is Torben, a barbarian orc who enjoys drinking whiskey.
Roll a charisma, Torben. Charisma check.
4.
4. No one else asks for another drink for the rest of the night. They realize that you're a little bit tipsy and they don't want to get to that part of the night because they want to enjoy this movie. So everybody roll a perception check for me with everybody with advantage except Torben.
What are we rolling? Sorry, I missed it.
Perception.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. Love that.
Nat 20.
8.
Holy shit. 2 nat 20s?
Yep. 25.
All right.
Also 8.
An 8. Okay, so we got 2 20s and an 8. And then what's your disadvantage roll, Torben?
Disadvantage roll.
So roll twice and take the lowest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For perception?
Perception, yes.
Yep.
Just perception check.
All right. It's a 9 and a 10. So 9.
Okay, 9. Okay. So those with the nat 20s have this entire time have noticed that the projector room, there's been a gentleman in there that has been rustling around, mimicking, like just rustling around and mumbling to himself. He's been saying, I know I put it somewhere. Where did it go? I know it was right here. I put it right there next to the projector. Where did it go? And you look over, and those with the nat 20s look over and they see that he is just sweating. He is just sweating. He knows that this is, if he does not find this, it is going to ruin the night. What he is looking for is the actual 35 millimeter movie of The Princess Bride that's supposed to be showing. And so he is just sweating. He is sweating bullets. He just cannot understand how it's missing. And all of a sudden you see a gentleman walk in, very pristine, holds himself up, very, very upright. And he comes in and says, is this what you're looking for? And the projector man turns around quickly and says, whoa, where'd you get that? He's like, I am the best tracker of them all. So I was easy to find. And so he hands him this 35 millimeter projector. And those that rolled a nat 20 see that this has that same shimmer that y'all have been seeing this entire time, this yellow kind of just, it's almost like it is something around it is just telling you that, again, you're at the right place. This is where you need to be. And so it is 7:59 right now. They just in time to get the projector set up. The gentleman in the projector room puts it all together, gets it rolled in, and the movie starts playing. It opens up to the, everything with the farmhouse, as you wish. Farm boy, get that bucket, as you wish. It goes out and everybody else is in the theater with you. It's fully packed down below. Everybody's there. We're all quoting the movie. Everybody is saying all the right words at the right time. And they sit there and they all mimicking and quoting the movie, as you wish. And it goes through the scenes. And by the moment that Wesley is leaving Buttercup to find his fortune, because he loves Buttercup and he needs to go off to find his fortune so he can come back and win Buttercup's thing, Wesley turns around and looks directly at y'all. And also at the same time, everyone else turns around in the theater and points at you and says, to Blave. And all of a sudden a purple cloud just shows up out of nowhere and starts twirling around everyone. And all of a sudden it just sucks y'all all up and takes you to a different world. And all of a sudden you are then thrown down to the ground. Everybody roll a dex check for me. Or a dex save, sorry, a dex saving.
Yeah, 25.
25.
9.
9.
Nat frickin' 20.
Nat frickin' 20. All right.
Oh, Nat
do you
1.
have Nat 1?
What's
all right.
the save for dex?
So the horizontal line of strength dex, all that's a check. The little box below off to the left, that's the save.
It says saving throws, that box.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Off to the left-hand side, saving
Oh,
throws.
there it is.
We have checked their dice.
There we go.
All right.
I got 12.
With your Nat 20, Wilry, How do you want to land? How does Wilry land with a nat 20 after being spit out of this?
She does like, and she's real small, but she like kind of catches the wind and does this like triple axle backflip and then like lands on one foot and like ta-da!
And then Mr. Cooper, with your 1925, how you come in and land directly next to Wilry, just right behind her. And Nat 1 genitalia. Unfortunately, when you come in, you realize that one of your wings kind of bent a little bit, and you're a little upset because you landed on your back. And Torben, with your 12, you come in and you land on your knee. A little bit hurt, nothing too crazy, but on your knee. But all together. And what was your roll, Murloc?
I got a 9.
A 9. Say you come down and you just fallen on your butt. You're all 5 of y'all are just in this area. You got Wilry, who has just landed perfectly and majestically. Torben is on his knee. Genitalia has a little bit of a broken wing. Murloc is on his butt, just kind of dusting himself off. And as the purple smoke clears that you've been spit out of, you look around and you notice that the air feels wrong. The color slightly dulled, laughter muted, and even the villagers whisper as though afraid to be overheard. And you look around and you see that Torben, you have different color skin. And you notice that all your things are real. Everything about you are 7 feet tall. You are everything that Torben is. Wilry, you notice that your ears are no longer fake. You notice that the kit you made is now real potions, and you have this feeling of just like of confidence and understanding that I feel different. Genitalia, you realize that your wing, even though it's broken, it kind of hurts. You're like, wait, that's not right, because this is a fake wing. But you look up and you realize that those are real. You could actually move them. Like, you're noticing, and the stilts you're on are no longer stilts. You are actually the height of genitalia. Murloc, as you're on your butt, you look down and you no longer have rubber nipples. You now have actual studs that look like metal, and they are you, and they are perfect. And your green cloak that you had that was covered in Michael's leaves is now real leaves, and the color, it smells just fresh. And your quarterstaff is no longer a stick. It has the jewel. It has everything that you've ever dreamed of that Murloc would have. Howard, you're looking at yourself, and your jeans are now pants. Your cloak is now heavy and important. Your bow and your arrows are all perfect, and everything you're wearing is so different. And you realize your ears are pointy. Your attitude is different. And you also notice that y'all all remember what happened. Y'all all realize that you have been taken from the year 2022 as Robin, as Adam, as Jenny T, as Pete, as Mr. Cooper, and you have all those memories, all your life, all your heart, everything is still there. So this is not right. You look around and the village is dark, and you look out, and there approaches in secret a mysterious man in white. Let me find that.
In the meantime, Murloc says, I had to pick a freaking half elf, didn't I? No, halfling.
Halfling. Yeah. So that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Is that Murloc is now about 3 feet shorter. Wilry is about 3 feet shorter, and the paler.
That's the other thing is, like, after I land, I look up at Jenny T, and I'm like, boy, you're really tall.
And Jenny's just so happy. She's like, I'm tall, y'all.
Tall, y'all. And then as this man of white approaches you, his face hooded, his voice calm but urgent, And he says, you got my message and made it here. You're the only ones that can fix this. You are not like the others. I can see it in your eyes. The place bends around you, but the place bends around you, but doesn't bind to you. We are in a predicament. Count Dooku's curse cannot touch you, and it cannot touch you as it touches the rest of us, because you do not belong in this story. Unfortunately, Count Dooku has returned. With this, he has put a curse on all the land to make the story in his favor. Rugen, Count Dooku's return with put a curse on all of us and those that stop him from this. Put a curse on those that have stopped him from his previous plans. Even Prince, now King Humperdinck, is under his control. Rugen has succeeded in replacing what happened up to his previous death with alternate outcomes. His albino worked with Miracle Max's twin brother, Necromancer Nick, which these two, they were able to reverse his life. They were able to look at the life machine that Rugen had and was able to reverse engineer it to add life back to Count Dooku after he was killed by the Six-Finger Man sword. With it, he rewrote the tales itself, twisting what should have been a triumph in his victory. You are now in Florin, which rots beneath his curse. The story will remain broken forever unless somebody stops them. But there is always hope. The one thing that can destroy him and his curse is the sword that killed him before. I believe you all know of the sword. Rugen knew this, so he shattered it into four pieces. He hid the fragments across Florin, burying them beneath monsters, puzzles, and lies. Like a miser scattering his coins to the wind, only when the sword is found and reforged back together can his will be finally thwarted. The figure in white then places his hand over his heart and says, "You must seek this sword. Only you can, for you're an outsider and thus beyond Rugen's story. You will be tested. Each fragment lies within a trail of wit, faith, will, or craft. It isn't just the sword that has power to destroy, but both Rugen and what he has created, as there is power in the words delivered when the final blow is given. The same words that haunted both Rugen and the man who killed him. When the sword is whole, then you will know what must be said." The four pieces of the sword can be found at the Cliffs of Anxiety, which is south of here. At the tops of the Cliffs of Anxiety, you have the Fire Marsh of Gilder, and at the castle where Rugen has dethroned Humperdinck. There isn't much time till Rugen is able to finish what he has started, and the world of Florin will permanently be broken and under the rule of Rugen. And that's where we'll end tonight at you are now know what is going on in the world of Florin, where Count Rugen has come back alive, yes, by Necromancer Nick, Miracle Max's twin brother, and that's where we'll end. All right, so I think Poopy and Pete have a similar thing, but correct me if I'm wrong. I know Pete does. I'm gonna steal this. I want to give what's called nods, and what that will do, nods will y'all are going to decide who should get, by their RP, their discussion, their voice, whatever it is that you think that this player would have. They'll have inspiration when we start the next round, which will be the second Sunday of next month. So going to start with you, Captain Poop. I'm going to go back to your real name. Who do you feel you want to give the nods to? I know your real name, right? Yeah, exactly.
Real name.
Sorry.
What are you talking about? That is your real name.
That is your real name. What are you talking about?
I'll give my nod to genitalia.
Okay. What for?
Thank
Just
you.
give a little bit
The
more. I'm just curious. The voice, okay.
Always being aware that her character had wings and having to incorporate that in the decisions that she made. I thought that was really good.
Thank you.
All right, and then Pete, actual Pete, not the.
Going to Jenny for flawlessly playing Audrey.
Yeah, that's good. I love it. Yes.
He totally picked up on that, and I love that he did.
Yeah. Good. All
From
right,
Little Shop of Horror.
Jess. Yeah. All right, Jess.
I'm gonna go with Captain Poop, real
Mhm.
name,
Yeah.
because his voice was just perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
His mannerisms of what his character was doing, I could totally see this old grumpy man just doing the same thing.
Love that.
So
All right.
absolutely great.
Perfect. Okay. So Poopy's got one. Jess has two. Bearded. Who you want to give the nods to?
I gotta go Captain Poop. The
Okay.
voice and everything
Mhm.
is on point. It's awesome.
All right. So that's 2 and 2 for those. Andy.
I gotta give it to Poopy too, because Mr. Cooper cracked me up.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So we've got. It looks like chat is saying that. Are y'all saying Captain Poop as well?
Oh
I
my
can't. I
God,
can't tell.
Coop.
Hold on. Wait. His real name is Captain Poop. It's a lovely name. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Yes. Same Jess. So same Jess to Poopy's. Are you agreeing with Jess, chat? Is that what you're saying? Because I will break. Is it a tie or is it already going to Poop?
No, it's already going to Poop.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought it was a
Yeah,
tie.
Poop.
Yeah, so but that means so Captain Poop, Howard, you will have inspiration, which I'm pretty sure that
Yay.
is that. Nope, that's not it. That's you. Where are you at? Captain Howard. There you go. All right. So if you look on stream, you have this will stay up there, but you have a little golden inspiration die that we
Yeah.
that will give you inspiration. All right. So last thing I want to talk about, we talked about a little bit in session 0 in Discord. Does anybody have any questions about the homebrew rules? Does anything that we've got there? There's always a rock, which I think is just hilarious. So
I like that one.
one of the homebrew rules, there's always a rock somewhere. So if you need to test a trap or have a rock, there's always a 4x4 rock that can't weigh any more than half a pound. It can be used for anything you think of. If you can name it, we'll try it. So that's one of the homebrew stuff. Another homebrew is if you're shooting an arrow or any type of projectile, a dart, a arrow, and you roll a nat 1, I as the DM will, if there's anybody in a 5 to 10 foot radius around you, where that arrow, around the person you're trying to shoot, if that arrow is a nat 1 on the DC, then I will roll for those around, and at half, and if it meets their AC, then they'll take half damage off my roll because you've missed that much that it could do some damage. The third homebrew rule that I have is the initiative roll, which we have not rolled initiative yet in this game, but the way initiative works for this is that we will discuss real quickly before we roll initiative, and we will say if we want to or not. If you want to do the I forgot the word now. It is the not crit. No, it's the trying to think what it's called. Give me a second. The initiative portents. So initiative portents roll, which if you roll a nat 20 initiative, you can either bank that 20 to be used during that initiative for any time that you roll poorly. You can or you can choose to have inspiration where you roll a two d20s at advantage, even if you already have inspiration, so you can have double inspiration. Or if you roll a nat 1 during initiative, you will I will bank that nat 1 to be used at any time during that initiative. Or you can roll what's hampering, the opposite of inspiration. You have to roll a d20 at disadvantage. And then the last one is potions. This is very common. I don't know, like I've seen this before, but
I like the potion rule.
a half action for potions, all healing potions. If you want to take it as a bonus action, you get 1d4 plus 2 of health back. If you want to take it as a half action, you roll 2d4s at 4 plus 4 for half action. And if you want to use your full action to take this health potion, then you will roll 4 d4s plus 8. And what that is, for those that don't understand D&D, that this is basically taking out the naming of the potions. You don't have to have a great, you don't have to have a common. These are just if you want to use your full action, and you get the advantage of the greatest potion that you could drink, which normally would take a full action anyway. Or you can just take a half or a bonus to get little less health is needed. I think that is all of them. Any questions on those? Are those pretty straightforward for y'all? Because we're going to get into initiative.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to get an initiative at next game.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
So yeah, well, that is it. That was fun. I had a blast.
That was great.
I hope that was as much fun as you. Those that don't know me, the Princess
That was
Bride.
so good.
The Princess Bride is a real fandom of mine and Andy's. It is something that I've had this idea for a one shot Princess Bride esque thing, and I bounce back and forth if we're actually going to be in Florin or if we're going to be just doing things like the Princess Bride. But I landed on wanting to be in Florin, where the villain, and this is why it's called Happily Ever After again. And in this episode was called the Inconceivable Invitation. So y'all can see the building of this. And I've had a blast doing this. I hope that everybody in chat and y'all are having a good time. I thank y'all so much for being a part of this. I can't wait to write up the next things, because the next 3 sessions will be puzzles and initiative, and getting through to find these 4 pieces of the 6-figure man sword, so we can try to destroy what Count Rugen has done to rewrite the story. And one thing to add, sorry, the man in white gives you a crystal, and this crystal has the power to make you travel wherever you want to. We're not doing travel in this game. We're just going to just show up. Like if we can shop a little bit if you want some things to buy in Florin, but overall we are, once it's time, next session, we're just going to, it takes a day of travel. That's it. And that's just kind of how it's going to work. And so we will role play that out and how that works, get to know each other. So again, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate this, and this has been a blast for me. And I hope that everyone here is having as much fun as I just did.
Oh, hell yeah. This has been so much fun. I can't wait.
Yep,
Yeah,
this has
good.
been so great.